Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fichthal the MaizePlus experiment map. So in today's episode we are gonna move some bales, and we're gonna move a lot of bales. I do have to count how many I've made, but yeah, it's probably quite a lot. Now first I want to start with the straw that's on this field. I can simply put it on the telehandler and take them to the yard where they're gonna be picked up by our small skid steer. I think it's a Massey Ferguson. Okay, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? Looks like we have 11 bales of straw, which is 11 times 11,000. I think that's 121,000, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm not. Yeah, I think 11 squared is 121. Anyway, today's episode, yeah, we're gonna be bale here, bale there. It's a good thing I'm making those big 180 centimeter bales because there's a lot less to transport. So if I would be making regular bales 125 centimeters, we would actually have to move twice as many bales, which means there would be 22 bales only on this field, and then we would have the rest in hay all around the map. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I chose this baler that I did, the Krone one, because I never used it, and I have never before used 180 centimeter bales, because I was always used to do the same recipe for TMR, so in the base game, and yeah, I didn't really think about making any changes to those recipes, so those bales were exactly perfect size. Yeah, so let me know in the comments how you're doing. You're doing well. Talk to me. Maybe I should start doing some lives, streams. Yeah, this is the correct expression. Because when I started doing these Let's Plays and, you know, recording Farming Simulator and stuff, I always kind of imagined having a community that we can talk to each other, exchange ideas and have fun like that. So if you're down for that, let me know. Even if you're not, I'm not exactly familiar with the streaming side of YouTube, but you know, I was also not familiar with recording side or publishing the recorded videos less than a year ago. So yeah, everything changes, and there's always something new to learn. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of bringing home 3 bales at a time, which could be done, but I can pick it up with one of the hay bales, which is on that field over there, so I'm not gonna try to do anything too fancy because these bales have some tremendous physics in them and they tend to jump. And I must say I really like these tires. These are what they call grass tires or grass type communal tires, because they are suitable for road and off-road. But I think they just look amazing on these vehicles. A friend of mine is working for the council, or a company owned by the city's council, and they mow the roadside edges and, you know, do all kind of landscaping stuff. And they have tractors equipped with these kind of tires, and those tractors really look amazing. It's a real nice thing. No. That's not exactly what I would call good. But let me try it one more time. On the other hand, it seems like I'm picking these bales up quite quickly. So this might even not be such a long episode after all. Because, you know, I was fully preparing myself for a very long haul today. But I have to put all the hay and all the straw under cover before the rain comes. I think I have a couple more hours of time. Now, as a good farmer or farm manager, let me check the weather forecast again. And at 2 p.m. okay. So we are currently at 11, which means we have less than 3 hours until we start to get some rain. I should be able to make it even in 3 times speed of time. But if not, I don't know. Maybe I'll just space the wet bales around a bit and have them dry out. Farmers do that when they have wet hay or wet bales, because if you put... Yeah, that's an intriguing thing that a co-worker of mine didn't actually believe, but it's a very true phenomena. If you have too much wetness, or if you have damp bales, you can actually get... Okay, these I can take in threes. You can actually have your bales combust, so they catch on fire. And I have seen videos of whole stacks of bales burning, and one way to prevent that is to space the bales far enough apart, so the heat can dissipate, because there is a reaction with all the microorganisms, and if the bales start rotting, it actually starts to produce some heat, and if that heat cannot dissipate anywhere, you really have a risk of then getting caught on fire. Yeah, that's a jumpy bale. I would be better off driving on the field. It's less bumpy. Okay, before I start... Okay. Come on. Okay, so now you can see how this bale actually got stuck. Let me do this. It actually resets the vehicle. And let's do that again. going on? Let me give it a pause. Okay, managed to fix that bale. Now, before I start taking them up, I do want to load the trailer with the rest of the bales over the river. So let me do that real quickly. So I don't have to change machines as much, because I can then sit into that wheel skid steer, not wheel loader. Yeah, it's a little skid steer. Yeah, so when I'm in that skid steer, I don't really have to change the machine, and I can load as much as I have on the yard and as much as I will have on the trailer. Oh, look at that. Actually, it's actually going downhill, even though it's fully braked. Interesting. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna switch to a time-lapse, because you have seen transporting of bales in slow motion or in regular motion, and now we're gonna switch to a fast motion.
Wake up to the sound of thunder, like a whisper in my ear. Are you gonna wait forever? I can see the stars reflecting, the empty tires made of steel. Everything but you is fading. I see your light, take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up. Hear me for.
And now for the fun part. Now for the fun part. Let's get that little skid steer and start moving. And I forgot to count how many bales we got on that field. I'm gonna have to do it again. So I reckon we are gonna put straw over there on that pile, because this is last year's or last season's. Go to 12. Yeah, and we want to use the oldest bales first, as you should. Even in grocery stores, you can see the oldest products are always at the front row, in front of. Where is this jerking around? Yeah, the oldest products are always in the front of newest ones, so they get used before the newest one is due, because otherwise you get refuse. Refuse isn't good. Careful does it. It's such a funny thing that when this engine is like fully exposed in this skid steer. This really is an older model, and it shows. Almost looks like it's homemade. I don't think it is, but it just looks like it is. Can we fit one more bale in there? I think we can. Yeah, so you can see the spark plugs and everything. Funny thing. Okay, well, you've seen a bit of this, So I reckon it's time for time-lapse again. With these repetitive jobs, I always believe it's better to do it in time-lapse, because otherwise you're just spending a lot of time at looking at me doing the same old thing again and again and again, which is what farming is. Basically, you repeat every season what you've done. You maybe expand here or change something there, but basically you're doing the same thing over and over again, which could be soothing, but not for all. And I can completely understand that. So yeah, this is why I am doing time lapses on repetitive jobs like this, or maybe even cut them out completely, just to spare you some time and you can get to the good parts faster. And this barn is just wide enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales. Ooh. And I almost made it wider. Close the doors and let's go. Beacons on. Now I have to clear the meadow field, the forest field, forest meadow. Okay, third time's the charm. But yeah, looking at our current bale count, we are definitely gonna need to do another hay cut this year. We're in the middle of July, so I think we can make hay up until September, October maybe. And yeah, we are definitely gonna have to do that. Because I was thinking of producing another batch of hay silage or grass silage. But judging at our hay bale count, yeah, we are definitely gonna need to do one of those. And we already have grass silage and we are gonna be producing maize silage shortly, so yeah, we are gonna be good on feed, I think. Yeah, this one's gonna get cut into maize silage. I just hope I'm gonna have enough, otherwise I can always make ends meet by purchasing food, but that's really undesirable behavior because you spend a whole deal of money. I'm practically broke because of this, because I was forced to buy feed for the cows just for them to survive. So yeah, that's you really have to avoid it if you can. You know, there's... If you are in a pickle, like I was previous season, when I completely ran out of food, you are forced to buy it, you know, but again, that's really hurtful for the bank account, and you have to do everything in your power to not get into that place. And remember, I only have 15 cows. You know, that's not 80 or 100 heads of cattle, it's 15. And I'm struggling like this. So yeah, this really shows how MaizePlus and MaizePlus Animals addition or add-on, feed add-on, affect your consumption of your animals and of your food preparation and feed preparation, I should say. But on the other hand, it's a very satisfying thing because you get so much milk out of it. You actually have money to do something, you know. With your regular milk production, it takes a lot of time before you are ready for before you can buy new equipment, you know, buy bigger equipment. And if you look at it, we have purchased this Merlo without any loans. We have purchased the tractor, the big tractor, also without loans. And we have purchased a lot of feed, also without loans. But yeah, you know, you get options, and this is what I like, because you can progress fairly quickly. You know, if need be, I could also buy the Big X mower, or Big M, Krone Big M, I think it's called, yeah. That's the self-propelled mower, and that would make quick work out of our fields. Which means we could, or I could buy more of these fields, and you get even more feed. So that is one of the options. But we'll see. We'll see how the tides turn. On the other hand, I am playing as a European map, and I must say I have never seen Big M on our streets, on our roads. I have seen Big X combines, so forage harvesters, but never a mower of that size. Anyway, let me finish this. I have 3 more bales to load, and then we'll get back to the farm. You know what? Actually, the rain is forecasted in less than 1 hour. I completely lost track of time, so... Under pressure. Na, na, na. Okay, so 2 more bales. We got 6 bales off of this field, and I think it was 7 bales from the field over the river, and 3.5 bales from the farm field, which comes to 16.5 bales. And 16 times 9 is 134,000 liters. So it's something, but this will definitely not be enough for the whole season, the whole year. Which again confirms my not suspicious or doubts, but it confirms my thinking that I'm gonna have to do another cut of hay grass this year to produce hay. Like a glove. There's one streamer called Squirrel. He uses that like a glove quite a lot. And it's always so funny. I always liked his way of streaming and producing videos because he was so calm and thoughtful, and you know, he actually had a very good conversation with his crowd. But yeah, he is one of my idols. I'm not sure if idol is the right word, but yeah. He's one of those people that I aspire to be as a content producer. Anyway, let me make my way back to the farm. Ooh, gotta be careful, don't want to drop it. Yeah, I'll make my way back to the farm and hopefully we'll get everything under cover before the rain starts. That would be the ideal situation. We'll see how reality goes. And the second I stopped recording, rain started. So, I'm rushing home with these bales, and I am thinking one thing. I'm not gonna try and unload them, I'm simply gonna put them under cover on the trailer. It's not a very heavy rain, you can see there's almost no clouds, but you know, moisture is moisture. And even if it's only on the surface, it isn't good for the bale. So I'm gonna park this under cover and I'm gonna load them up on into the barn when the rain stops, and it should stop quite quickly since the forecast is already showing end of rain. So it's probably only gonna be an hour or two, maybe 3. And ooh, I wasn't looking. Okay. Where was I? I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'm gonna put this under cover and I will load it when the rain stops. And that's gonna be it for the episode. It's been quite a productive one, and next time we can start in a new day, in July 3rd. So the last 10 days of July. Can I get it in front first? I'm doing a bit of experimentation right now. I should be able to. Okay. I'm back in the Merlo. The rain has subsided, so I can back it out and take it in front of the barn. So yeah, the rain did last for good 2 hours, 3 hours I think, but it wasn't anything serious. So yeah, I have checked and the bales are not even damp inside, so yeah, it's all good. I can load them into the barn without any worry. Yeah. So with this I would like to thank you for watching. I'm gonna end this on a time lapse. I usually don't do that, but hey, time for something different. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the community thing, and you know, if you have any ideas. I am still just feeling my way through this, slowly learning, and yeah, I would love to get your feedback. Bye bye.